Jen, and welcome to my studio. And today we're going to be doing a super fun intermediate tap dance to 10,000 Hours by, I think it's Dan and Shay featuring Justin Bieber, or maybe it's Justin Bieber featuring Dan and Shay. I don't know, but they collabed on this beautiful song, and I thought what better week to release a sweet little love song than the week of Valentine's, right? Hey, and if you don't like Valentine's Day, that's okay. My next tutorial is definitely up your alley. So at least just enjoy dancing to a super chill, super fun song, and yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. This is intermediate, but with options. Also, if you haven't done the thing yet, that subscribe thing, do the thing. All right, so we start, the version that we're using, it's a guitar fingerstyle cover, really, really nice. The version that we're using kind of starts right at the verse, so we have to start halfway through the verse or I won't be able to count you in. So we're gonna start at the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, that part, we're starting there. So just letting you know, that's where we're starting. All right, so it starts with a waltz clog. You have 2 waltz clogs and a step. Step, shuffle, ball change, step, shuffle, ball change, step. So if you've never done a waltz clog before, that's fine. I have a step tutorial playlist down below where you can check out like any step that you need to learn. I probably have it on there. If I don't have a step that you want to learn, let me know and I will make a video for that step. I keep like thinking, oh yeah, I need to make that step, and then when it comes time to film, I forget what the step was. So if there's a step that's not there and you want a tutorial for it, please request it, and then I'll go, oh yeah, I was gonna do that. But I know waltz clog is on there, so if you need help with waltz clog, that's right down below. All right, so for this first one, I'll briefly go over the step. It's step, shuffle, ball change, and then step, shuffle, ball change, step. Now, the timing is 1E and a 2 and a 3E and 4, with that step on 4. Step, shuffle, ball change, step, shuffle, ball change, step. 1E and a 2 and the 3E and 4. All right, let's try it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1E and a 2 and the 3E and 4. Cool. I'm doing a full foot stamp just because I like the accent on 4. So if you want to do a step, that is okay. But if you want to do a full foot stamp, that's fine too. I guess like it'll just depend on my mood. If I feel like I want an accent on that, cool, I'll put an accent on it. You feel like you don't want an accent? Cool, don't put one. All right, one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step. From here, you have shuffle, heel, step, heel, shuffle, heel, ball, change. Shuffle, really? I just missed the floor. Shuffle, heel, step, heel, shuffle, heel, ball, change. I guess I should put a disclaimer. It is freezing this morning and I like can't feel my fingers or my toes. So I'm probably gonna miss a lot of sounds today. It's all right, it's my only day I can film, so I'm just gonna roll with it and we're gonna have a good time. So you have shuffle, heel, step, heel. You just stepped on your right foot. Your left foot goes shuffle, heel, then you switch your weight and step, heel. Now you shuffle, heel with the right, left heel, ball change. So you kind of keep your weight, once you've shifted it to the left foot, you keep it centered over that left hip. So let's go ahead and try. That's and a 5 and 6 and a 7 and 8. So the timing goes and a 5 and 6 and a 7 and 8. So let's try just that. I'll count you in 1, 2, 3, 4. You go and a 5 and 6 and a 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, left foot, and a 5 and 6 and a 7. Good, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 and 6 and a 7. Good, let's add it to the waltz clog. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 5 and 6 and a 7. Good, one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 5 and 6 and a 7. Good, one more part to this beginning. You have 2 5-count riffs and a 7-count riff. So 5-count riff, 5-count riff. Push the heel, big step, push the heel, big step. Then brush, scuff, heel, dig, step, heel, heel. So a 7-count riff, if you've never done one with me before, it's a 5-count riff with a back heel, front heel at the end of it. So you have that 5-count riff, and then back front. And it takes up the same amount of like the measure as a 5-count. A 5-count timing goes and a 1 and 2. A 7-count goes and a 1 and a 2. So you want to keep it super even, but they both end on 2. So 5-count riff, 5-count riff, 7-count riff. So let's try that. 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 1 and 2, and a 3 and 4, and a 5 and 6. Then from here you have a back essence or spank pas de bourrée. And that's how you finish the phrase. Spank pas de bourrée or brush ball change step or back essence, however you call it. There are so many names for so many steps. All right, so let's try adding that to the beginning. So we're adding 5, 5, 7 spank pas de bourrée to like from the top. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Shoulder, heel, step, heel, shoulder, heel, ball change. And a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 5 and 6 and 7, 8. So that's how that all comes together. Let's try that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 4. Shoulder, heel, step, heel, shoulder, heel, ball change. And a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 5 and 6 and 7. Awesome. Shall we try it with music? Let's do it. All right, I'll count you in, I promise. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so how'd that go? It's a little slower than we practiced, actually. That is so rare that that happens. I usually give it and then I go, oh wait, that was way faster than I thought. And today I'm like, oh, that's a little slower than I thought. No worries, let's try it again. This time we're just gonna get a little bit more comfortable with it. Not perfect, not the best thing we've ever done, just a little more comfy. All right? 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can tell, I really love this song. So you know how much I love a song if I'm like singing it at the end. So let's try it one more time just to make sure we have it, and then we'll move on to the next section. Now, when I say one more time, I just mean like for filming purposes. This is a video, so you can rewind it and do it as many times as you want to before you're ready to move on. That is like the greatest thing about video tutorials. Most of the classes that I have time to take now are video. And at first I was like, it's not the same as being in person. And then I realized I can rewind the teacher and I'm like, oh, it's not the same as being in person. I kind of like this. So that's been one of the greatest benefits of doing virtual, like YouTube style classes, because you can literally rewind me. I'm rewindable and you can do it as many times as you want to before you're ready to move on. So I'm saying one more time for filming purposes, but you do you. All right. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next section. Sorry, I had to quickly fix my sock. Sock fixing is a thing. All right, so the next section, this is where I have to kind of explain, isn't it? All right, the next section, some of you might be a little angry at me, but you know what? It's okay, because every choreographer has their prerogative. Every choreographer can, you know, compose their piece whichever way they want to. And I'm saying this to all the choreographers out there. Yes, some things have traditional counts, some things have traditional methods, but as the composer of your own symphony, you can kind of do whatever you want. A weird aside story. I'm a violist as well, so the viola, like a violin, but a little bit bigger. And I was in a symphony orchestra once, and we had to play this song called "And God Created Great Whales." And I was just like, okay, so what is this piece going to be? I've never heard of this before. It wasn't your standard Tchaikovsky, Mozart, Dvorak. It wasn't your standard stuff, you know? And then for one of the sections, the composer wrote in the sheet music, violas, turn your bow upside down and play with the wooden part. And we're like, I'm sorry, what? And we were all like, that's not how we're supposed to play. That's not a thing. But then we realized that the sound we made was the sound that the composer wanted to hear at that time in the music. And it actually was so cool. It created this like ethereal kind of over sound above what everyone else was doing. And I think I'm just so inspired by that's what really like hit the nail on the head for me as far as go your own way. Like do things the way your compositional brain tells you to do it. And this long explanation is me telling you that we are starting our time steps on 1 today. I know, some people get really upset at me for this, but like sometimes the choreography or the song really just dictates that that's where I want the accent. And I am acknowledging that's traditionally time steps start on 8. Absolutely, 100% traditionally they start on 8. Today, they don't. That's all I'm saying. So, we are starting single time steps on the count of 1. So it's stomp, hop, step, lap, step, stomp, hop, step, lap, step, stomp, hop, step, lap, step, stomp, hop, step, lap, step. If you are not familiar with time steps, they are in the step tutorial playlist down below. If you would like to vary this part up, this is where you can have some like cool options to make it a little bit more difficult if you want to. You can do single, double, triple, triple. You can do single, single, double, double. You can do all doubles. You can do all triples. You can do any standard set of like the single, double, triple time step that you want to here. Just know that there are 4 of them. For the purposes of the tutorial, I'm just gonna do singles, but you can do whatever you want. Singles, doubles, triples. When I teach this to my different classes during this week, I'm gonna be like, okay, tap 3, we're doing singles and doubles. Tap 4, we're doing single, double, triple, triple. Adult tap, we're doing just singles today. You know, that kind of thing. So vary it up however you want to. Okay, so we have 4 time steps starting on 1. So it'll go 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. From there, you have stomp, hop, ball change. And this is why it has to start on 1. You'll understand when the music is on. You will absolutely understand why I did that. I tried to have them start on 8. They were not working. So stomp, hop, ball change. 1 and 2. Or 1 and 2 and. I think it's like a triplet over 2 counts. But, so you have 4 time steps and then stomp, hop, ball change. Let's put that together. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2. Stomp, hop, ball change. Okay, one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and. And then you finish off the phrase with shuffle, step, shuffle, step, shuffle, step, shuffle, step, ball change. So you have a pause. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or 1 and 2. I can't count this part. It's that's what it takes. And then and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, 8. I can count the second half. Shuffle, step, shuffle, step, shuffle, step, shuffle, step, ball change. And a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, 8. So it's like 1 and 2 and of 3. That, I did it. It's 1 and 2 and the and of 3. And then you kind of like hold 3. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7, 8. Y'all, I am so proud of myself for counting that right. That has been bugging me all morning. All right, so it's 4 shuffle steps and a ball change. And a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7. So let's try adding that on. 4 time steps, stomp, hop, ball change, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, 8. Let's try it. 5, 6, 7, go. Time step. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7. Not bad. All right, let's try it one more time, and then we'll add it on. Just that tiny section is all we're adding. Ready? From time steps. 5, 6, 7, 8. Stomp, hop, step. Stomp, hop, step. 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7. Good. Okay, let's add it on. I'm in like such a good mood right now because I counted that correctly. It's been bothering me all morning. I don't know why I couldn't like hear it right, but that my brain does that sometimes. All right, so from the top, this is the first time we're trying those 2 sections together. We're thinking about the transition between the 2 sections. We're thinking about, okay, what does she mean by this is how like the rhythm is supposed to work when I hear the song. We're just trying it out. Don't put any pressure on yourself. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's just supposed to be, let's give it a shot, okay? 5, 6, waltz clog. 5, 6, 7, 8. Understand why we had to start on 1. It's on that, and that's what it takes, that part, that's what it takes, that stomp, hop, ball change just had to fall there, and the only way to do that was if the time step started on 1. So here we are. All right, let's try it again. This time we are just getting a little bit more comfortable, nothing crazy, just a tiny bit more comfy, just a little bit more used to how the transition's going, and nothing perfect. We are not striving for perfection today. We're just learning and having fun. Right, Wally? Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time, and then we'll move on to the very last section. It is not a very long combination today, but I think it is just super fun and filled with a lot of different steps. So I'm just really happy with how it turned out. Yeah, let's give it one more shot, and then we'll move on to the last part. Cool? Cool. 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on to the very last section. If you are not ready to move on, you know what to do. Rewind and then meet me back here when you're ready. All right, so this last section, you just did and a 4. See, I did it again. I missed my shuffle. That's twice now. Let's keep count. Keep count in the comments. And a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, 8. All right, so your right foot is free. You have step, shuffle, jump, toe, step, shuffle, jump, toe, step. So you have 2 maxi forwards, and they're on a syncopated rhythm. 1E and a 2 and a 3E and 4. So you have step shuffle jump toe on 1 and 2. The second one starts on the and a 3 and then you step 4. Or here. I would suggest here because you need your heel to be able to go down on the next step. So I would really suggest here, but if you want an accent there, go all the way down and just remember to lift. So you have 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and 4. That means your left foot is free. You have a riff, so a 3 count riff, and I just lost my balance, which was so nice. And a riff, spank, cross, and then a rhythm turn, heel, heel, toe, toe. Now, if you do not want to do the turn, that is okay. You can go and a riff, spank, cross, heel, heel, toe, toe. Instead of that cross, you just put it next to you. And a riff, spank, step. Now you have left, right, left, right. Left, right, left, right. You're doing exactly the same thing as if you were turning, but you didn't cross, therefore you're not turning. If you step next to you, you just move to the side a little bit. But if you cross, and all you do is put your heel, heel, toe, toe down, you kind of like turn automatically. You have no choice but to turn because the physics of your body says, oh, you crossed and then you put your heels and toes down. We're gonna turn. So I just love the rhythm turn because it's kind of magical that way, that it just kind of does it on its own. I was working with Sean on this yesterday because it's in one of the dances for Noise Complaint. And he's not a dancer by trade, he's a hip hopper, but he's not like a ballet dancer, jazz dancer, so he never really learned how to turn. And so spotting is like not in his vocabulary and he struggles with turns, but he was going like this to start the rhythm turn and I was just like, no, don't turn. He goes, but it's a turn. And I'm like, but it's not. Don't turn. As long as you are crossed, if you put your heel, heel, toe, toe down, you will turn. Don't try to turn. Let the turn happen naturally. Because the second you try to turn, if you are crossed and you go here to try to turn, it no longer works. I can't turn. So hopefully that can help some of you if it needs to. Don't try to turn. Just put your heels and toes down in the correct order, left, right, and you will turn. I promise. But if you don't want to turn, will work just fine. So you had that step, step. I'm going to turn for the purpose of filming this tutorial, but if you don't want to turn, you know what to do. So from here you have 1, 2, 3, spank, cross, heel, heel, toe, toe. So let's try that from the maxi forward. 1 E and a 2 and a 3 E and 4 and a 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Let's try it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 E and a 2 and a 3 and 4 and 6 and 7 and 8. Good. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 E and a 2 and 4 and 6 and 7 and 8. Good. Your left foot is free after that. You have a step and then 3 drawbacks. Step, 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 step. So step and then 3 dropbacks, left, right. No, it's right, left, right. Step and then right, left, right. Then your left foot's free. You have a reverse cramp roll or dig, dig, toe, toe. And then a stamp. So, I want to go back for just a second. I said that there was going to be a lot of options to add difficulty. You can put a pickup in the maxi forward. I forgot to mention that. So if you want to do as written, that's fine. But if you want to add a pickup to that maxi forward, go for it. It's perfect to add a pickup there. So that's one spot that you can add some difficulty. I did forget to mention earlier, you can add a pickup to the waltz clogs if you wanted to. So you can just add a pickup to that. Anywhere that you can add a pickup helps you add difficulty, and it makes the rhythm a little bit more interesting. In some of my videos, I say I prefer not to have a pickup there, but this one, I don't really care. You can put a pickup there, you cannot put one. Totally fine. For the purpose of filming, I'm going to stick with it as written because this is an intermediate tutorial, so I want to make sure people can follow along. But you can add that there. So you had 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Right away it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then that dig, dig, toe, toe is and 5 and 6 and 7, hold 8. So that stamp happens on the and of 7, and then you hold and 8. Cool? So let's try that from maxi forward. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, hold 8. Cool? All right, let's do that one more time, and then we will go from the top, walking through it without music, and then we'll do it with music. Okay? Ready? Maxi forward. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Cool. All right, let's go from the top, walking through it. From waltz clog. Add all the difficulty you want. Don't turn if you don't want to. It's your combination. All right, ready? 5, 6, 7, waltz clog. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Time step. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, hold 8. It never gets easier to say and tap at the same time, like ever. All right, shall we try it? Holding from the top, have some fun. This is like so fun. All right, we got this. This is just our first time, no pressure. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was just thinking about this the other day. I do so many thumbs up when I teach, and I blame Zoom. Because like a lot of times my students didn't have their like mics on because they couldn't, because then there'd be all this like noise, right? And so this became my symbol for, oh, we did it, we're good. And so I just realized how many thumbs up I do when I teach. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. All right, let's try it again. This time we're just gonna get a little more comfy with it. Nothing crazy, just going through it again, trying to fix like one little thing. Not a big thing, tiny thing. 5, 6, 7, 8. One last time, just for filming purposes, but as always, I say you can do this as many times as you want to, because like I said, I'm rewindable. So, I gotta get a shirt that says that. I'm rewindable. I don't think that can be taken wrong, so like, I'll take it. It's cool. See, the thumbs up. All right, let's do it one last time. And the most important thing about this time, or any time, is that we have fun. So when I say it's the last time, the most important thing that you can do is have fun with it. You learned a combination today. That's like freaking sweet, okay? Like you learned a combination, have fun with it. Even if it doesn't go perfectly well, have a good time, all right? Such a wonderful time with me today. I had so much fun teaching you this combination. I know that I try to vary up the genres of music that we use on this channel. I try to do some musical theater, I try to do some pop, I try to do rock, I try to do like R&B or hip hop, I try to do country. This is like one of those songs that's like a hybrid between pop and country because it's Dan and Shay, but they're sort of country, they're like pop country. And then there's Justin Bieber, who's like the new one of the prince of the new king of pop. He's one of the kings of pop, people say. I don't know. He's a pop guy. So like I thought this was a really, really perfect song to do to like kind of blend some genres together. But next week we're doing like a 2000s pop song, and then a couple weeks earlier it was New York, New York by Frank Sinatra. So like I try to vary it up. I do take your requests. I have gotten a few lately and I added them to my list. It just takes me a little bit of time to either find a cover or if I have to, make one. So there's that. But please keep the requests coming. If I don't get to it anytime soon, or if I don't ever get to it, it's not because it wasn't a good suggestion. It's just sometimes I can't find the right song to use. Like it takes a while. I have to reach out to the cover artist and say, hey, can I use your music? Or they may have it written like, oh, you can use this. Or if you use it, make sure you link people to my channel and stuff like that. Or I literally can't find one that YouTube doesn't go, hey, that's not allowed. So I have to make one myself, and that takes even longer. That's why Toxic is taking so long. Just for anyone that remembers that you requested it, Toxic is taking forever. So I do take your requests seriously, and please keep them coming. So without rambling on even further, I will say, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, like I mentioned earlier, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me if you subscribe, because all I want is a big family of tap dancers on this channel. Like, I will continue making these videos and giving you guys these free tutorials because this is my way of giving back. If I didn't have teachers who were willing to send me their free DVDs when I was younger, I wouldn't be a tap dancer today. So this is my way of giving back, especially since like during the pandemic, lots of people didn't have a studio to go to. But even if you do now, or if you're a teacher and you're like, man, I need an idea for tonight, please come to my channel, but please subscribe. It would mean the world to me if at some point on this channel I could hit 100,000 subscribers. That's like the dream goal. So if you can help get your students to subscribe to this channel, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you know other dancers who would benefit from what I'm giving, please have them subscribe. I literally want nothing else from you, but at some point I would like to hit 100,000 subscribers. So if you like Valentine's Day and you want to give me a Valentine's Day gift, give me the gift of subscribers. It would mean everything to me. I don't know why I want that so badly, but like I do. I just want to say like, oh my God, I have this big family of 100,000 tap dancers. Like, it would just make me feel like such a sense of community, you know? That'd be like the greatest thing. And it's a YouTube milestone, which is why that number's stuck in my head. But anyway, don't forget to subscribe. I don't know if I did the motion that tells me where to put the little subscribe thingy, but don't forget to subscribe. But also hit that thumbs up button, because that thumbs up button also helps me get other people that could subscribe, but also just people that might not know that this channel's here. This channel is filled with free tap dance tutorials, tap dance resources. I'm gonna start doing some vlogs if I haven't put them out already. Vlogs about like being a professional tap dancer, like what that life is like, because I live that life. Or being a professional dancer at my age. which is probably not the age you think it is. So like I want to do more to help aspiring tap dancers, aspiring dancers in general, and tap teachers, dance teachers. I want to do more to help and to just give back because I just feel so grateful. So hitting that thumbs up button helps the algorithm push these videos out to other people that may not know that they're here. So subscribe, hit the thumbs up. I absolutely love every single one of you. You are all my Valentines. And as always, thank you for dancing with me.